In recent weeks, a challenge was created to amplify melanated voices. The creators invited people to spend a week promoting black creators rather than their own ideas and thoughts and artwork and music. I'm ashamed to say that it was only when I read about this challenge that I reviewed my social media and saw how narrow it really is. And I'm grateful for the push to widen the breadth of people's stories and thoughts and art and music that fill my news feeds, my bookshelves, and my music library. Networking, by its very nature, joins people together that have a similar view, or similar hobbies, or similar backgrounds. We choose who we will follow by whether they will make us feel good, whether they'll affirm us and who we are, rather than whether they will challenge us to grow. So we tend to follow people who are similar to us. Jesus, on the other hand, interacted with the poor and the rich, the sick and the well, the Jews and the foreigners, the men and the women, the young and the old, the respected and the outcast, the authorities and the exploited. He didn't have a narrow network of friends who all agreed with him and his views. Although I think that there are great things about social media, one important thing that we can do to diversify our awareness of different realities that exist, and therefore grow in our love for those who are different, is to invest in our offline relationships. Even though I live in Sutton Coldfield, my walk to drop the kids at school, when they used to be at school, is so much more diverse than my social media presence has been. And that just happened. It wasn't through any intentional effort like I've had to make on social media. I meet Kay, an elderly Irish Catholic lady round the corner, and she makes me wait while she runs inside to get chocolate that she bought for the kids. I meet Chris sitting on a bench, who tells me about what was happening at 4 a.m. in the park. I get given a container of delicious dal fry by Nital, one of Allegra's classmates' mothers. And I talk to another mother about how she's struggling to look after her 3 kids without any partner to help her. And on the way home we wave at Ted on his front drive chatting to his neighbour. A lot of us haven't just narrowed our online contact, we've forgotten our actual physical place where we live. And we've lost so much in the process. No wonder we become self-obsessed and divided as a society when we have so little contact with anyone who is any different from us. I read this recently. Most people believe that they have some sense of how their actions affect others. But what happens when a society lives above place for generations? Over the course of time, whole populations can develop a cocooned way of life, unaware of how their lives really affect each other and the world at large. Your parish is a relational microcosm that helps bring many cause and effect relationships back together again. Being in collaborative relationships in real life, where you live, work and play, awakens you to the effects of your actions, both on people and the place itself. It creates a context where your church can see whether its faith is more than just talk. I wonder, could we follow in Jesus' footsteps this week? Engage in conversations from a 2-metre distance with someone you'd normally just nod at and pass right by. Walk somewhere instead of driving and pay attention to who you pass. Or make an effort to engage with your neighbour in the next garden. And if this isn't possible right now, which for some of us it isn't, have a look at who you follow online and whose content that you share on your social media pages. Who could you spend time listening to that is different from you?